Good morning. Let's see if we're showing up now. We're hoping we're showing up. I don't know. Anyway, it is day 3 of the counting of the Omer. And we are in the second poem of Shir HaShirim. The first day we just focused on that first line. Shir HaShirim, Shir Shlomo, because it's an addition, it's not really part of the poem. The second day, yesterday, we offered up that very first beautiful call from this wonderful woman who's giving us this beautiful poetry, and today we come to the poem that perhaps is most controversial. But first, check to make sure we're there. Are we there? No? Yet? Not yet? Really? We are. It says we're.
Oh, here we are.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're cool.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. We're going to begin by counting this third day of the Omer. You ready? Count the Omer.
Hold on a second.
Hi, Sam. Hey, Diane.
Here we are. I think we got it together now.
So let's count.
There we are. I hear your mellifluous tones.
Let's hear.
Larry Judd.
All right, here we go.
Just one little tune.
Well, it's appropriate because this is a song about Jerusalem, the city that I long for. And of course, the woman whose voice we hear in Shir HaShirim, in this beautiful poem, this love poetry, is a Jerusalemite. She is a Shulamite. Of the city of peace, where there is no peace. But her challenge, the challenge to the people around her, is to see her, to really see her.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready to count. Day 3. We're still in Chesed.
So every week is given over to one of the lower of the 7 energies, of the 10 energies of the Sefirot. The upper 3 energies we don't track during these 7 weeks because they're so secluded into godliness. They're so deep into godliness. It would be unhumble of us to attach our sentiments to them. But the lower 7 are available to us during these 7 weeks, and each week is given over to another one of the 7 energies. Beginning with Chesed, the upper energy Chesed. These energies occur in triads. 1, 2, 3, 3 sets of 3, and then 1 at the bottom, Malchut, through which a spigot through which all divine overflow comes into the world, so to speak. And so we will deal with 2 sets of 3, 2 triads, and 1 last week of Malchut, Shekhinah, also called Shekhinah, also the Kala, the bride. Today we are in the first of the 7 energies, Chesed. And every day is given to the intersection of 2 energies, going through the full 7 and how it intersects with the 1 energy of the week. The energy of the week being Chesed. Today it's Tiferet, beauty. in Chesed. And the interesting thing about Tiferet, if you look at the diagram, it's in the center of the system. All paths pass through Tiferet. I'm quoting John Keats here. All paths pass through Tiferet, through beauty. Here we go. The Sfirot, these 10 energies, 7 of them bringing down the elementals of the 7 weeks of Zman transformatia, Zman transformation. The 49 gates of the counting, I see it's not only the elementals significant, but the avenues of passage, the pathways, all pathways pass through Tiferet at the center of the system, also the middle pole of balance. Each triad is a left and a right and a synthesis. All paths pass through Tiferet, through beauty in the center. When you are tracking truth, you pause for beauty. The truth is beautiful, and truth is just and right and straight ahead, and beauty lifts everything. Excuse me, truth. You are dear. You are straight ahead. You are justice. You may also be beautiful. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu asfirat ha'omer. Hayom shlosha yamim la'omer. Today is day 3 of the Omer. Pay attention to what happens. This, your spiritual alignment.
Beautiful.
Amen.
Amen. Beautiful introduction to this third day, and
you know what?
Hopefully, this third day will also complement the teaching. Yeah.
It might be a clue to the place of the Song of Songs.
Yeah.
In this context, in these days.
How
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
It may be a clue to the Song of Songs being attached to our celebrations. Okay, Susie.
Nice. Okay, how about a prayer for learning?
וערב נא אדוני אלוהינו את דברי תורתך בפי ובפי עמך בית ישראל, ונהיה אנחנו וצאצאי עמך בית ישראל. כולנו יודעי שמך ולומדי תורתך לשמה. ברוך אתה אדוני המלמד תורה לעמו ישראל. Amen. O God, make the words of your teaching pleasant on our lips and the lips of all of those that come into our screens, so that we can spend a time in learning for what? For the pleasure of it.
Yeah.
Blessed are you who teaches to your people in this fashion.
Amen. So today we're going to just really focus on chapter 1, verses 5 and 6, the second poem to many. Why? Because these verses 5 and 6 again are teaching us about the voice of this woman. And she tells us that she is Shechora. She is Shechora. So what is Shechora? Well, typically it's black. Shechora is black. But Shachar is also the dawn, that darkness. That's not right. Right. And she is that Shechor, is that this notion that there's this darkness that's a channel for light, that it's the anticipation of light, like the dawn is, or is that a diminutive kind of endearing term for her? Because we have it twice in these.
In verse 6, she's Shechachor.
Right, she's Shechachor. She calls herself this.
Yeah, which is it's a very interesting word. And you know, we have a great song. First, it's a Ladino song.
Yeah.
That was translated into Hebrew.
Right. So here's something really, really important, that the use of this word, because we know from the song in the Sephardic tradition, there's no negativity here to shachor, right? There's no negativity to this darkness. But let me just let you know that that's not all there is to this tradition. So I'm sure I wonder what Jastrow says, because in the art scroll, this traditional text, she is shachor is black with sin. That's how it's translated here. Though I am black with sin. I mean, it says nothing about sin here. And there's no but here.
No but.
There's no but. It's and. But even so, all the traditional commentaries have it as but. I'm black, but I can still be beautiful. I'm black, but. So and the art scroll goes even further to say, though I am black with sin, I am comely with virtue. And the commentary says, I am black with sin, but I'm comely to God. I'm attractive to God because I'm admitting my sin. And one who admits sin, one who repents, can be beautiful to God. And so that is how this traditional text that wants to link it to the allegory between God and Israel, the unfaithful Israel as the woman, as this black woman, right? This sinful woman. That's how the commentary redeems her. What I also thought, I broke out my RSV for this, for our friends. The RSV is the it's the latest interpretation, I think, of, anyway, the third interpretation of King James. So King James ASV, and then RSV, Revised Standard Edition. And what was interesting to me is that in the RSV in 1989, it's and, it's not but.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's good.
Post-civil rights, maybe, with some kind of, I don't know, interpretation here.
Yeah. Our beloved Dr. Jastrow doesn't deal with it.
He doesn't deal with it at all?
No.
Really? How does he translate it?
Connects it dark, but connects it to the sun.
Well, that's what happens in the next verse.
Yeah.
Now, so that's the other thing that happens in these two verses. Is the fact that she is made dark by the sun a beautiful thing, kissed by the sun, and kind of receives her light from the sun, bronzed by the sun in a beautiful way? Or is this notion of the sun burning her a punishment from? And one commentator says mother's sons. In fact, Marcia Falk, she likes mother's sons, which is the literal interpretation, because she says there's a distance between her and her brothers. Maybe they're stepbrothers, but there's a distance between the Shachachoret, right, and her brothers. There's a distance, my mother's sons. But not these guys. Blachs just say my brothers. What does Jastrow say? Yeah, so I love that the Sephardic tradition only embraces her as a beautiful black woman.
She's a beautiful dark woman.
Not dark in any negative way. Black, shachora, and beautiful. Black and beautiful. Not but. No buts here. I believe in the original.
I think Rashi goes there too with the sun. He wants to make sure that you understand this is the sun that has darkened her.
So here's the other thing that we find in this next verse, the paradox that light, the sun, causes darkness.
Yeah. Also here, yeah.
So why don't we read it? Why don't you read the Hebrew so we can hear the and I'll
Shechorani v'nava b'not Yerushalayim Yole Kedar Gilio Shlomo Al Tiruni Shiani Shechachudi Shezafachta
Zaftani.
Shezafat Ni Hashames
B'nai
B'nei
sons of my mother.
Haruvi Samuni Notera et Hapiramim
The
Kan
vineyards.
Misheli Lo Natarti.
Beautiful.
About her vineyard, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
So that's the other question. Are we talking literal vineyard here?
No way, baby.
No, I think not too. I think even Marcia Fox says, the vineyard is her sexuality. The vineyard is herself. The vineyard is her,
Sex.
well, it's her,
So sex.
it's her. Yes. And
I'm
so
the keeper of my sex.
so she is the keeper of herself. I mean, that's what's so remarkable about this woman. She's not married. She pursues her lover. She is not ashamed of who she is or her passions, right? And I think I'll offer the Bloch translation. Is that
Offer it up, kiddo.
okay? So they say yes. I love that. Yes, it's not really there, but Marcia
I
Fox
don't
doesn't
love
put
that
it
so
there.
much, but go ahead.
Okay. I am black and radiant. Oh, city women watching me, as black as Kedar's goat hair tents or Solomon's fine tapestries.
Kedar, they were nomads, like
Mhm.
Bedouin.
Right. And the dark, the folds of their tents held mystery. You see, that's maybe that image there. Now they add something here.
Here's my beloved translation from the 19th century, though.
Okay, go ahead.
The metaphor of the vineyard again introduced as well in the little snatch from the same song. Vineyard.
Nice.
I thought that's pretty good.
That was funny. It's good. So the next is kind of an interpretation. It's not really here, but it's suggested.
And the foxes get into the vineyard, they're the young men.
Yes. So here, this is a great line, and
Foxes.
it's intimated. Will you disrobe me with your stares?
Uh-oh.
The eyes of many
story.
morning suns have pierced my skin, and now I shine, black as the light before the dawn. They use that image of light before the dawn because that's what shachar, right?
Yeah.
That's what shachar is.
Shachar.
Ayelet hashachar is the the light before the dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn. That just that that shine that comes just before the dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And then they end with, I have faced the angry glare of others, even my mother's sons, who sent me out to watch their vines while I neglected my own.
Vineyards.
Now, so there you have it. My brothers were angry. So is the vineyard here? It's this question. Is the vineyard, this passion of hers, this vineyard, is it a punishment? It's certainly being used. It can be used as a punishment for women, right? They made me guard the vineyards, their vineyards, right? Well, I did not guard my own. Let me read very quickly Marcia Fox translation of just those two verses. Yes. No, I think I did. That's what I did. The Blachs say, I am dark, daughters of Jerusalem, and I am beautiful. Dark as the tents of Kedar, lavish as Solomon's tapestries. Do not see me only as dark, for the sun has stared at me. My brothers were angry with me, and they made me guard the vineyards. And I did not guard my own.
Words of love so soft and tender won't win a girl's heart anymore. If you love her, then you must send her somewhere where she's never been before. Worn out phrases and longing gazes won't get you where you wanna go. Words of love, soft and tender, won't win her anymore.
Mamas and papas were reading Song of Songs, I think. Wow, what a wonderful text to awaken us
Remember,
to the springtime.
the third day of the Omer, we're in beauty,
Beauty,
in the
Tiferet
context
of Chesed.
of chesed, of giving, love, loving, giving.
Yeah, and again, we do, as Jimmy said, we have
Beauty
this
in it.
this confluence of the Song of Songs with the third day, because she does begin, not I am dark, but
Beautiful.
beautiful. She is dark and beautiful.
She's and beautiful.
She's and
Because all paths pass through Tiferet.
Tiferet, beautiful.
And the
beauty.
truth, beauty.
The word really isn't beauty, is it? It's Nora. Nora, radiant.
Isn't that
Nora,
bad?
awesome, isn't it? Shkara, Ani, then Nora. Right? Nora. Beautiful, right? It's not really beautiful. I mean, it's more than beautiful. It's awesome. It's
awesome.
It's
Shechorani Nava.
Oh, Nava,
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Nava. What is Nava?
Nava.
Nava.
Yeah.
Nava. Sorry. I have to wear my glasses.
She's
Nava.
beautiful.
What is she? So what is Nava?
Neve.
Neve.
Nava. Neve.
What is the root of that?
I think Neve.
Neve?
From Isaiah. Beautiful orchards, resting places.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Okay, should we end with the prayer of the hands?
Oh, yeah. No, that's not that word. It has an olive.
It has an olive.
Yeah.
So what is that? Let's see.
Lovely.
We can find it. Let's do. There's been a request to end with the prayer of the hands.
Okay, we'll end with the prayer of the hands.
1 second. Benava. Comely.
Yeah, it's underneath that thing here.
Oh, is that the book you're looking for?
Yeah.
Oh my.
If you love her, then you must send her somewhere where she's never been before. All our phrases and longing gazes won't get you where you want to. Words of love, becoming, befitting, beautiful.
Comely. Beautiful.
From Na'ah.
Na'ah.
Nun Aleph Hey.
So it is beautiful.
According to several scholars, it's a olive root. According to some, olive vav hey. That's interesting. Anyway, related to the Aramaic Syriac Yud Aleph Yud.
So there's a nice notion of becoming.
Beautiful,
Humbly
decorated,
becoming.
beautiful. It's more
So,
interesting than I
the
thought.
two big questions are dark and or but beautiful. And then the question of what is this vineyard? And is the vineyard a punishment? Is the work in the vineyard where she's kissed by the sun or burnt by the sun a kind of her ability to be completely free?
Ooh, if it's taken, by some it's taken from the Aleph of Vav root, to desire, to long for. Uncertain etymology occurs in the PL and the Heat Pa'el, long for, lusted after.
Nice.
Desire.
That makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting.
I am dark.
That's a nice derivation.
I am black and desired. That's good. That's good. You could do a whole thing on that.
Yeah, that was a good find.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that myself. Let's close with the prayer of the hands.
Let's do that.
Close with a moment of quiet. It's cold today here where we are. Remembering our teachers, inspirations, influences. All our relations, our beloveds. Take your thumb now and run it up and down your heart line. Now take your hands and put them together against your chest like Anjali Mudra. Then take your left hand and set it within your right hand as in the Zohar. Feel it on your chest. Feel your physical and spiritual union at your heart line. Spend a moment in gratitude for all that you have received, given, received. Hold your hands away from yourself now in a posture of blessing, palms out. Spread your fingers. Now turn your palms up like the 5-petaled rose. The opening intention of the Zohar, posture of receptivity. You may drop your hands now. Leave a moment for the silent expectation for peace. Just starving for it. Peace of the near and peace of the far. The upper worlds and the lower worlds will find each other, but don't leave us alone. Take a deep breath. And exhale, say, Amen.
Hope everybody has a great
third
day of this Omer. A good day, finding ourselves somewhere in a vineyard of healing. See you tomorrow morning. Thanks for being with us.
Bye. Maybe lift up and slow up.
Maybe this.
Uh-oh. Nope.
Nope, I don't know how to turn us off.
How do you turn it off?
I don't know. Ay. We're too old for this.
That's good. I like it.
I don't know. Maybe here?
That's an idea. I'll leave.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, try that.